Hi, this is Miranda with Magick.city.mama, and today I wanted to do a full face of a brand that I have to be honest, I have sort of mixed feelings about. And once we get into the video, you'll see why. It is a clean beauty brand. It's an indie beauty brand, and the brand is Rituel De Fille. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, so pardon my French if I'm not. So the things I have from the brand are the Thorn Oil, the Priming Facial Elixir. Mine looks like it faded a little bit. It was a more bright red, and if you see on the bottom, it's got more red on the bottom, but usually it looks more red, kind of like a blood red. All right, I have the Cover and Conceal, the Ethereal Veil Conceal and Cover in the color Galatia. I have the Ghost Light Rare Light Cream Luminizer. And this is like an iridescent color, so it has like a little bit of a shine of like maybe a purple, like a beige to purple. And this is the Inner Glow Cream Pigment in Lovesick. This is like a cool mauve. And I have the Color Nectar Pigment Balm. So this is the color Hummingbird, and this is like their sheer lip and cheek product. And I believe this Inner Glow Cream Pigment could also be used on the lips or the cheek. And this is more of a sheer base, or this has more of a like a pigmented base. All right, so now I have a bunch of these things. And I'm not sure, like, one of the things I don't like about the brand is that everything comes in almost the same packaging. So they like reuse the same packaging for a lot of different products. So you really have to look at the bottom to see what you have or what you're trying to get. So this is the Ash and Ember Eye Soot in the color Obsidian. So that is like a grayish black, I believe. This is the Ash and Ember Eye Soot in the color Garland. So that is like a iridescent peach. This is the Ash and Ember Eye Soot in the color Relic, which is like a purple. This is the Ash and Ember Eye Soot in the color Serpent de Mer. And that is like a kind of a muted mauve with a grayish base. This is the Ash and Ember Eye Soot in the color Charm, which is more of like a peachy color, like a straight peach with no shift. I don't think it has a shift. And this, I'm not sure, I mean, this might be different. This is the, yes, this is the Celestial Sphere Eye Soot in the color Aura, and this is an iridescent color, so it does have a shift to it. And this is a softer formula than the other ones. The other ones are a bit drier, and in my opinion actually a bit more crumbly than this one. This one is more like a creamier one. So I'm gonna start with the priming oil. I haven't used this too much just because I live in a humid climate. And I sometimes just don't want to use something too oily because I might end up getting oilier throughout the day anyway. But I think for using the concealer as a full base today, it's gonna be helpful to make it slide. All right, so let me grab some brushes over here. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna use is see, I have to like turn over everything to figure out what I need because everything looks exactly the same. I think some of them are just a little bit bigger. All right, so I'm taking my buffer concealer brush and going to go, and I'm gonna start here in the under eye area. And I'm not usually prone to using a concealer for my entire face because that's just not my habit. I do like putting foundation on my whole face because I have some redness that I like to take down. So, you know, that's just not been my thing. But for the sake of the video today, I'm gonna do that because today is Sunday and I don't really have anywhere to go. So let me get my concealer brush so I can kind of, and so the oil definitely has a rose smell. It smells like roses. Like, if, you know, if you pressed a bunch of roses, and it smells exactly like a rose oil. The concealer actually, besides like a waxy smell, which is really like it's unscented. It doesn't have any like smell in particular. The consistency I think is pretty good. I don't know, I saw that they were coming out with like a liquid type of foundation product or something like a foundation product a while ago, but I haven't heard anything about it. So I don't know if they came out with that yet or not. All right. The one thing I am gonna have to use is a powder. So these, I know I did a little short video yesterday on Rowan Cosmetics, or Rowan, which is also kind of like cream eyeshadows. But I feel like those, even though they do, you know, shift and move, I've had better luck with those than with these, because these definitely really do crease up on me. So, you know, I really enjoy the things that I do like about the brand. So I do like the highlighter, the luminous highlighter. So I just use my finger and I'm gonna put that on the high points of my cheek. And I was using this a lot over the summer because in the summer I was really into iridescent shifty colors. I was really into like the whole Danessa Merrick's like those little liquid eyeshadows and just really pretty shimmery light colors over the summer. And now that we're in winter, I kind of moved away from those. Not that I don't like them, but I just feel like, you know, I just want to do something different for the fall and the winter. And this summer was something different. I guess since I live in Florida, I have to find a way to kind of like change the season somehow for my own mental well-being, so it's not always the same season. All right, I do enjoy both of these cheek lip products, but I think I actually enjoy this one a little bit more because I just feel like it's more unique, and I don't know, I like this color. It just looks really cute, especially in the summer. It just gives you that like sunburny look. I'm gonna lower my lights just a little bit if I can find them. I'm going to, yeah, just blend that. So yeah, this is a, you know, a really nice undone look for those who do like that look. And see, I just love this color. I feel like it looks so natural, even though it looks so bright red and pigmented in the container. because it's sheer, it just gives you a very natural, like flushed from within flush. And I have wanted to try more of these, but I just haven't gotten around to it because I have so many products. I'm just like, you know, I don't need to buy anything else right now, especially because I mostly use these type of things more in the summer. And I'm gonna put that over my nose, the bridge of my nose, a little bit of my forehead. And you'll see it gives you a very sunburned look. And I don't know, maybe I know that there's this winter girl thing going around right now, so maybe too it could give you a windburn look, wintry look. Okay, so that was Hummingbird in the Color Nectar. All right, so I did the concealer, the highlighter, oh, and the Color Nectar. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some of this on my lips as well. And I think this color looks, this one in particular looks fine. Either way, on the lips too. It doesn't particularly last a long time because it is a sheer balmy formula. I don't have any like specific lip products from them. But yeah, I think this color looks really pretty. You know, I just haven't bought the lip products because I feel like if for something balmy and sheer, like I could find that, you know, in another brand. I don't have to particularly buy this brand. All right, so what do I want to do today? Do we want to do one of the iridescent, the lighter ones? I am going to take my daughter to a play date later, so maybe we'll stick with this. We'll do this color here, which is Garland. Okay, this is what I hate about the brand. It's one of the things is the packaging. How the heck are you supposed to get in there? Seriously, like, you know, I can't. I sometimes would take my fingernail and scrape that and then take a little chunk out of it and put it on the back of my hand because I just can't work with it. So I don't know what you're supposed to do in order to get that out, but it just does not, it's not user friendly for me at all. My fingers are not that small. I don't know if it's just me. You know what? Let me just do my eyebrows real quick. Okay, so I just threw on some eyebrows real quick. Nothing spectacular. So what I do is I take this Kajara Waste cream eyeshadow brush and I try to swirl it around in there. But to be honest with you, I find this formula to be kind of dry and crackly and it doesn't pick up well for me on my brush. I don't know. Oh, look. This is without any type of eye primer. Nothing but the oil. All right, so I did get some on my brush. It just didn't seem like it. So I don't know, and the color is not a dark one. I picked a light color. So maybe I should have picked a dark one, but there we go. I'm really having to dig in there to get some color on my brush, and there's no way I could do this with my finger in any kind of neat and sanitary way. So I wish they would change the pots for the eye products, and it could be in a pot like this, but something wider so when you open it you can actually put your finger in there and swirl it, because I feel like For this type of formula, the best application would be a finger, because it needs to be warmed up and you need to put like a little bit of your finger oils in it, because it can be dry and crackly. There, I'm gonna try. But it just gets under my fingernail and everything. They did come out with some new colors for the holidays, and some of them did intrigue me. But like they have this this green shifty with like a purple called Alexandrite after the mineral, and it looked really intriguing. I do love green. And then they had another green, I think called like serpentine or something, which was like a really true just a sparkly green. It looks so pretty, especially for the holidays. But because I don't use these that much, I just didn't want to spend the money, because these are not cheap. These are like I'm gonna say like $39 each. So I just don't think I'm getting like the value, because I'm just not using them very often. All right, so this is just the one color. I don't know if I want to add any other color or just clean it up a little. This is how it looks. Should I add another color? Okay, I'm gonna add the iridescent color. So even though it's not dark, this is a different formula, so I'm going to add a little of this. I'm just gonna put a little on the back of my hand and see if I could work off that. See if I pick it up on the brush, it's a little chunky, and this is more of a wet, creamy formula. And I'm gonna put some on the center. And it's sticking to my eyelids. Okay, so what I'm noticing is, I want to say it's almost like it takes off what's underneath it. So I think this might be better as an inner corner highlight. It is very sticky. It's a different formula than the eye soot, and it's more sticky. So you see my eyelid was sticking to my finger, and I feel like you would really have to just pat this on, because if you wiped, it would take off whatever was underneath. So I don't know if you can see it, if it was, you know, if these colors are different enough in tone for you to see the difference from the like the iridescent peach to the iridescent white. But okay, so now I'm gonna add a little eyeliner. Real quickly. I can't go for that. Oh, oh, oh. No can do. Okay, I'm gonna use the Tower 28 Making Waves mascara. All right, so this is let me just add a little powder. I'm just gonna throw on some Flower Power Perfect Blur finishing powder from Chantecaille, just because I had it close by. And take my big fluffy brush, just to hopefully when I go outside, my whole face doesn't slide off. because I feel all these products are on the creamier side. Okay, so this is the final look, and you know, I maybe should have used one of the darker eyeshadows so that you could see the, like, you know, more how it wears. I feel like I went with a little bit of a safer choice today. So let me go to their website right quick. I just wanted to see how much the, okay, so yeah, so the is this a Celestial Sphere? Yes. So the Celestial Sphere eye glosses are $39 US each, and these eye soots are also $39 each. So yeah, I feel like for that kind of cost, that, I don't know, I feel like the packaging should be more user friendly. That way I feel like I want to use it and I get pleasure out of using it, because I'm not so much getting that experience from this packaging per se, because I would like to use my finger to get in there and to warm it up on the heat of my fingers and the oil of my fingers, and like spread that on the eye. The other thing is, you know, these might be a better formula for people without hooded eyes, because I have worn once or twice one of the darker colors, and just after a little while, like, I just noticed a complete bare line where I have my upper eyelid crease, and it just wears out really funky like that. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But this but the things I do enjoy a lot are these face products. I do like this cream blush as well. I do love this one, and I would like to try more of these. I think the color is just so pretty and so natural looking. The Ghost Lights I love as well. I love these iridescent highlighters, even though they're not exactly natural. I don't mind that. I kind of like that, you know, ethereal, you know, spacey fairy look. And the concealer, it's good. I have no issue with it. I just don't use it that often because I have so many other concealers, and I just sometimes don't want to use such a creamy thick formula when I live in Florida and it's like hotter than the center of the sun. Okay, so yeah, that's, oh, and then of course there's the priming oil. This is good if you have drier skin. Probably would not recommend it for oily skin, even though oil is not necessarily bad for oily skin, but you might just feel it more. You know, I do feel it. It's not completely weightless, I wouldn't say. So I do feel, you know, I do feel it. So it's not one of those oils that just completely just sucks right into your skin and it disappears completely. It is still there in certain spots where I put like a little more. So that's it. Those are my that is my full face of Rituel De Fille. Those are my thoughts. Like I said, I have mixed feelings. This one here, the eye gloss, I don't recommend this one. I just feel like it's too Vaseline-y, and I think it will just take off whatever you have underneath. So probably wouldn't recommend that one. But the other eye products, the eye soots, that's up to you. If you like that kind of really messy, undone look times, you know, to the 10th power, you know, then that would be something you might be interested in. If you don't mind sticking your finger in there, or you have a good brush that can get that out, you know, and you like the colors, then go for it. For me, I just feel like probably there's other eye products I prefer and like better. But there you go. That's my full face of Rituel De Fille, and those are my thoughts. Like I said earlier, I had mixed feelings about the brand so far. I would like to see what face products they come out with, if they're going to come out with that foundation. And yeah, so I'll keep you updated. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic weekend, or the rest of your weekend. Bye.